of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Fields.
He sets to fire deep.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Nixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. to throw here. That's caught. It's Malone. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
To the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Fields on first down.
And this is caught by Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Fields. This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On play action, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So the failure to connect sacked on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Fields.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Fields.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On second down, Swift.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now it's Fields. There's Chris Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On second and very short.
Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now Fields. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the back.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
And the pressure gets to him again. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Nixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Cam Akers.
A 2-yard scamper.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Knocked down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
To throw is Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the save.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever.
Fields now to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
The York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
60 bikes. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19 Lions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nixon.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he gets it down to the 32. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Going right back to Akers.
And some room to work.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15. And they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
They'll run here with Akers.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On third down, Nixon. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. It's also tough to keep that up when you just want to